Welcome to the fourth and final session of our September preaching series, Rediscovering Our Why. In this session, we look at why missionary disciples. How do we live our purpose as Catholic Christians? The Gospel for the Sunday we looked at this topic was the story of the rich man who dined sumptuously and ignored Lazarus, poor Lazarus, lying outside his door. We know that the rich man was completely unmoved by Lazarus's plight. Our faith calls us to be moved. We are in many ways, we're a pilgrim church, so we should be moving. We move through the world, a world where we should be aware of those who are hurting, those who are suffering, those on the margins. Our hearts should be moved by the plight of our world. Our faith demands that we move, that we translate what we worship in church to acts, words, deeds of mercy. Some time ago, the bishops of South America conducted interviews with people who had left the Catholic Church and joined evangelical Protestant groups. 4 main reasons emerged for why they had left the church. And one of the reasons was that people felt that the church, the Catholic Church, wasn't missionary enough. It wasn't outward focusing. It wasn't going into the world, serving the world, helping those in need, but also proclaiming Jesus, because Jesus is the greatest gift we have to offer to our world. We are reminded then that discipleship finds its fullest meaning in mission, in caring, in sharing, and witnessing to Christ's saving love. Discipleship is not just about following Jesus. It's also about taking him out to others and inviting them into our community. If we want this parish of St. Josephat to be a vibrant, growing, spirit-filled community, then every single one of us, me and you, we need to be intentional about creating an invitational culture. It must become second nature for us to look outward, to be committed to service and witness. Now, for many Catholics, this is a big ask. It's a little bit intimidating too. But we should remember, that it is God who gives the growth. All we are responsible for is inviting. We are not responsible for the responses to our invitation. We have 25 fantastic people on our Alpha course running at the moment. Those 25 are there because someone invited them in. Someone invited them to join the program. What will happen to them, what God will do with them, how their lives will be transformed, well, that's not up to us. It's not up to the person who invited them. That's up to God. God's Spirit does the rest. But the transformation, the possibility of a new life, starts with our invitation. The purpose of missionary disciples is lived out when faith moves us from comfort to compassion, from maintenance to mission, and from indifference to outreach. Answering God's call to love with both word and deed every single day. And love, what is love? Love is wanting the best for someone else. And surely there's nothing better for anyone than knowing Jesus. than knowing his love and mercy and the gift of eternal life that he offers to each of us. And so I encourage each one of us to pause for a moment. Who is it we can invite to anything, Alpha, any of the activities in the church? Who can we invite? Who can we speak to Jesus about? Pause for a moment and just think on that. Is there someone you know at work, in your family, on your baseball court that you play with often? Is there someone? Now ask God for the courage, for his Spirit to fill you so that you will invite them, that you will reach out to them. All of us are called to live out our purpose. Our purpose is Jesus and his mission. Let us be faithful to that. Thanks for joining us over these 4 weeks. I hope that you've enjoyed this series and that in some way it has challenged all of us to rediscover our why and to live that faithfully. God bless. Bye-bye.